guys, let me introduce myself. My name is Anisa Nuraeni with the study number 1212040017. I'm from class A English Education Department, UIN Sunan Gunung Jati Bandung. So guys, from these opportunities, I'm very excited because I want to tell you guys what I have learned when I study TEYL subject. So actually, I got many things when I studied TEYL. Actually, I got many fun facts about young learners. Started from the focus of children, which can be measured by the ages times 2. Like if the children is 7 years old, we can times with 2. 7 times 2 is 14. And then the focus of children that have 7 years old is 14 minutes. And then teaching young learners actually different when we're teaching adult learners because they also have their own way of learners language. And then the next is children. It's so unique. As a teacher candidate, there are so many characteristics that we have to learn about young learners. So in this video, I will explain about 5 characteristics of young learners and how the children are learned. And so the first is kinesthetic. Children who have this character, it's prefer to move around a lot and then active, energetic, and can sit still. So for this characteristic, prefer to use a gesture when learning and use aurelia or something else like for explain something. And then for the next is a curious. Actually, curious characteristics prefer to investigate something. There will be many questions for this curious learners because there will be a curious and critical thinking because of their curiosity. So for the next is imaginative. Actually, all of young learners are imaginative, but from this way, it's how they can show their imagination and they are enjoy with the activities that are full of imagination. If they are sometimes find the difficult things, they will be use their imagination for the things. And then the next is imitate. Based on primary general president state, children are great imitators, so give there are something great to imitate. From this way, the teacher shall be a good models, use English clearly and correctly because children are imitate. So and the next is egocentric. Young learners are egocentric people to talk about themselves, the activities that focus on their life and everything is their cup of tea. So for this characteristic, we can give the stage for their ways to learn because children is everything all about them. So from this thing, we should to manage their emotion. So guys, I think that's all of the material about characteristic of young learners. So for the next is let's move to how children learn. So for this material, I have learned about the most big 3 cognitive theories, and they are Jan Piaget, Lev Vygotsky, and then Jerome Bernard. And then the big 3 theories have own theories about how children learn, and the big 3 theories have own theories about how children learn are a stage of cognitive development. From Jan Piaget, there are 4 stages of cognitive development, and for the first stage is sensory motor, for ages birth until 2 years. This stage is children understand words through the sense and action. And then the next is pre-oriental, for the ages 2 until 7 years. The children understand the word through the language and the mental image. And the next is concrete operational, for the ages 7 until 12. Children understand the words through the logical thinking and categories. And then for the last is a formal operation, for ages 12 until up. The children understand the word through hypothetical thinking and science reasoning. And the next is stage of cognitive development based on Lev Vygotsky. Based on the statement, what a child can do in cooperative today, he can do alone tomorrow. For the first stage is ancient zone. In this stage, the learners can do now or the things the learner cannot do. And then the next is zone of proximal development of learning zone. So in this zone, the learner can do with a help or the things learner can do with help. And then the last is a comfort zone. In this zone, the learners can do or and the last is stage of cognitive development based on Jerome Bernard. There are 3 stages from Jerome Bernard. For the first stage is inactive learning. In this stage, learners through the movement or action, for example like playing a book or just playing a book. And then the next stage is icon. From this stage, the learners search image or icon. For example, like the learners look at the picture or children begin to find a picture in the books that he looks like the interesting. And then the last is symbolic. From this stage, the learners search abstract symbol, like for example, read for research and learn to try begin to find something important in abstract and for knowledge. So guys, I think that's all of my material about characteristic of young learners and how children learn from the theories. Actually, there are a last material that I have learned yesterday that is about how deal with different type of young learners, and then it's talking about heterogeneous class, that it's a class that have a hetero out of various different type of young learners in one class. And then actually yesterday I have learned about a learning style, and then when we should to teach an active class and slow and fast learner, and students that have a difficult control and special needs, and teaching tips. So guys, I think that's all of my experience that I have learned in TOIL subject. So thank you so much for your attention. See you, bye bye.